Here is week one art project that I'd like each of you to try to do. It involves a little bit of perspective, but it's pretty easy. So if you can see, it's got a box in the center and it's got three colors, three different values of one color. So there's blue, dark blue here, medium blue on top, medium blue on the bottom, light blue on the side, light blue on the side. So how we're going to go ahead and do this without any measuring or anything else, just turning my paper. I'm going to use a ruler. You do not need to use a ruler. If you do not have access to a ruler, that is perfectly fine. You can use the edge of a cereal box, any kind of straight edge that you could possibly get. So, oops, you guys are looking at it this way, so I should probably do it this way so you can see. So towards, this looks like the top view. Never mind, I was back to that. I want to say you're going horizontally. You want to go ahead and put in your first line straight up and down. I don't know if you could see that. Using my ruler, I just did a horizontal line. I'm not really too worried if it's too long or not long enough. I'm guessing about right here looks like it's the center of my line. So I'm going to go ahead again, draw a line that goes across. Might be a little bit on the wider side. And then I'm going to go again. Basically, you're making pie shapes. That's pretty close. Does everyone see what I did? I went ahead, I started with the horizontal line, and then as eyeballing it, I'm not going to measure. You can measure if you want to. If you want to do this 2 inches, 2.5 inches long, and then find the middle and then do your lines that way, you can. Or you can just eyeball it. Basically, you want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sections. So once you have this, you're going to go ahead and put your outer box in. So I'm going to take, it's a little bit hard with my setup. I'm still working on getting a better setup. But I'm going to go ahead and basically connect those lines. I'm going to turn the corner, well, I'm going to go directly across. And since this one is in that angle, the one directly across should be at the same angle. So I'm going to go like that. So those two should be mirror images of each other. Now I'm going to go to the one next to it. I'm going to try to make sure I'm at the corner. And I'm going to connect to that line, okay? And I'm going to do the same thing here. Go to that corner, go to this one, make sure my ruler's at the corner. It might take a minute to eyeball everything in place. I'm actually drawing darker than I would normally, just because I'm hoping you can see this. So if I have this angle here, when I get to this angle here, I want to keep the same angle. And I might have to extend my line a little bit. I made my line too short. That's okay. Now for this one, the angle is that way. I'm just going to slide my ruler down till it looks something like that. So right now I've got a really weird cube thing. Now I'm going to do that again. So this line is at this angle. I'm going to go ahead and move it in. So I want to make sure this mirrors this line here. Then I'm going to go and do the same thing here. This line here, I line my ruler up. Then I'm just going to slide it over. Boom. I'm gonna line it up to this one. Sorry, my setup's getting in the way. My bad, my setup's getting in the way. Okay, so I line this up at this line here. I'm gonna slide it down till I find the corner. Right there's the corner. Boom. line this one up here, slide it down until I find the corner. Because I didn't measure this, mine's going to be a little bit off, but it's still going to work perfectly fine. So this one size is going to be a little bit bigger. You can always measure things if you want. I'm not a measuring type of person. I'm not a perfectionist, but I know you can see how to do this. So I'm lining it up, scooting it back until I hit my line, which I did right there, and boom! And then I'm gonna line up here, scoot that ruler there, and connect my final one. It's gonna look something almost like, I don't know, a gemstone or something like that. Where's my eraser? Now you're gonna have to erase certain lines. Do you see this line right here? Do you see this line right here? I'm not going to erase that line, but I am going to erase the line inside. Okay, so I kept this one, erased this one. Now going to the next one. Since I kept this line, I need to erase this one, but keep this line. Okay, so it's kind of every other. So if I go to the top, I kept this line. So that means this line has to be erased. Okay. Now it's easy for me to turn my paper so I can do some more erasing. I'm going to go, got this line here. I erase this line. I keep this line and I erase the line inside. Okay. Turn it. I erase this line. I keep this line. This line's erased. So then this line's here, that means this line would have to be erased. I forgot one. See how I have this line here, even though it's a little bit wobbly? It can't continue. So I have to go ahead and erase inside there. Now, let me straighten it up for you, okay? So I'm gonna take my Sharpie. Again, you don't have to use a Sharpie. I'm Sharpie crazy. You guys know I like outlining my important lines in Sharpie. But if you want to do something else, something different, that's okay. As long as you come up with a perspective project where you have a box inside another box or a cube inside another cube. It kind of has an optical illusion look. Let's go back. Just tracing my lines. A little bit wobbly, but that's okay. Oop, my marker's drying out. Time for a new marker. Marker's drying out. Could sing a song about that. Marker's drying out, not a good thing. Marker's drying out, not a good thing. Yes. Since we've been doing this stay-at-home thing, I talk to myself and sing to myself even more than normal. Going across, going across. Going across, going across. Okay. Now I'm going to go back. Very important, erase all your extra lines. Now you can either use color pencils or crayons or markers. I use crayons on this one just because that's what I had right there sitting on my couch watching my TV, watching my All-American. But if you notice, I have a light blue here, then I mirror that to this wall with light blue here. I have a medium blue on top. I have a medium blue on the floor. I have a dark blue on this side. I have a dark blue on this side. So when you choose your 3 values, you got to look at it this way, okay? I wish I had. Okay, so if I do the top as 1, that means this would be the same color. If I choose this one to be another color, that means this wall has to be another color. And then if I choose the third wall there, I color the third wall there. So it's almost opposite of where the small cube is. It gives it that optical illusion look, like is the cube coming out or is the cube being pressed in? Okay, again, you can use watercolor, you can use color pencil, you can use markers, you can use crayons, you can use oil pastels, or you can just shade with the regular pencil, that's fine. But I want you to come up with something like this, take a picture of it, send it to me, and I'll give you 10 points in Google Classroom. So give this the whirl. Did not take me long at all. Okay, till next week.